Hi, welcome to another programming problem. If you're new here, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let's jump into the video. Hello, so today programming problem is merge two sorted lists. So this concept we use in the merging sort as well, where we merge the two sorted arrays. So this problem can also come as in form of array, where there are two arrays and we have to merge them. But it is a linked list, and that's why it becomes a little tough problem. So to solve this problem, so they have given a definition. So by the definition of list, we can see there is no head. So we have to create head on our own. The next thing is that then we need to merge them. So when we go through the concept of linked list, we know that they are connected through pointers. So let's see how they are connected and how we can solve them to give us a sorted linked list. Now we have a linked list here. Okay, sorry about that. I have to choose brush and I will try it with black color. So I have a linked list here that is 1, 2 and 3. I have a linked list here which is like 1, 4, 7 or 8 I will take and 9. Now first we need to compare these two elements. Okay, I will change the color so that it is pretty clear. That first we need to compare 1 with 1. We know that they both are equal, so we can take any of the linked list elements. So I will take first one and then I will take from this one. Okay, so now these both are removed. Now we are pointing here and we are pointing here. We will compare 2 and 4. We will take 2 because it is smaller. So this will move to here. Then we will compare 3 and 4. Then obviously 3 is smaller, we will take 3. And then done. Then this linked list is done. Then we just need to pass linked list. So we can take 4, then we will take 8, then we will take 9 in a similar fashion. Now we have linked list with little more complicated comparison like 1, 4 and 7. Here we have 1, 2, 8. Okay. Now I will change the color again. Now here what we will do is that first we will compare 1. Okay. Here 1 and here 1. Now I will take 1. So if I take it from this list, this will point to this. Now it will compare 1 and 4, this and this. So now we have smaller is 1. So this will move to here. So now again we'll compare 2 and 4. So 2 is smaller. This will move to here. Then it will compare 8 and 4. Then 4 is smaller than 4. So this will move to here. Then 7 and 8. So it will take 7. And then the linked list comparison is over. Then there is a single element left in this linked list. So it will take 8. So we get our sorted linked list. Now to write this program, it is pretty simple to write. But the only thing is that we need to point to our head in the program itself because there is no head element in the linked list. So first thing we're going to do is that I will take a result equal to list of 0. So this is the first element I am taking, and if I will explain it through the paint later on, and then the result tail will currently also point to the same element. Okay. Now what we'll do, we will go into the while loop. We will take while L1 and L2. So both should have elements. Then we will go inside this. Then I will take value 1 equal to L1 dot val and value 2 equal to L2 dot val. Then I will compare these two values. If val 1 is less than or equal to val 2, then I will put result tail equal to result tail dot next. So basically the next element of the result tail currently will be the list node. So here I am creating a new element with a new value. So value 1. So as you can see, they have a constructor initialized here. So I can pass in the value and the next value will automatically be done because there are default values. Okay. And I will move L1 to the next element. That's what we decided. L1 equal to L1 dot next. Okay. So now the second thing we need to do is that we need to check if the above statement is false. So we know that L2 is greater than. So what L2 is less? So L2 is less than L1 basically. So what we will do the same thing like we did here. But the only thing we will do is that here the value we put will be value 2 and we will increment L2, not L1. So, okay. Now we know that the result tail should always point to the last element of the result. It shouldn't point towards to the same element. So what we will do result tail equal to result tail dot next. Okay. So it will point to the same element. Result underscore tail equal to result tail dot next. So it will always point to the last element. I will explain you what this piece of code is doing so that it is pretty clear later on. Then what we need to do, we know that it might be possible that there are some elements left in L1. So we need to do the same thing. I will copy and paste. So basically we should create a new node here. We should create a new node. We have to take care of the indexing. I don't want to mess up the indexing. And then we will do this step because result tail should always point to the last element, and then we will increment L1. So this is pretty simple. And the same thing we're going to do with L2 because we know that it might be possible there are more elements in L2 than L1. So we're going to do it with L2, and this time it will be L2.val. Okay, and in the above also it will be L1.val because we are not taking any temporary variable here. And then L2.next equal to L2.next, and we are done. Now we're gonna just return what we're gonna return. We will return result.next. Okay, or we will return result. I will tell you why I'm going to do this because this is a head pointer, and that's why this problem came, and we're gonna do this. I will run this code, and there's a runtime error. It is saying no list node. Okay, I have to put a capital L here. That's why I made the problem, and it is ran, and then we submit the code. It is accepted, I think so. Yeah, it is accepted. Okay, now we will tell that why the solution has worked and what we have done using the result tail, because the complicated part here is only the result list equal to 0. The rest is pretty simple here. Then I will do n, don't save. So what I have done is there. So basically I have created we have list 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and we have one more list 1, 4 and 5 something. Okay, now the problem here is that we don't have any head pointer to this. Okay, so when we create our output list, we don't have a head pointer. So what I have done, I have created a node here, and I have associated result with this, and at the same time I have associated result tail with this. Okay, so when we decided that we need to put 1 here, okay, so it will be 0 and something else. So then inside the program, so inside here, what I am doing is that I am creating another result value. So what I have done, I have created another value which contains a comparison 1, and this is pointing to this. Okay, in this step. Then in the next step I am doing this. So basically what I am doing, I am saying no, you shouldn't point to this. Now result tail will point to this. Okay, similarly when we go on, I am continuously doing this, and then result tail will point to this. Then I am doing this, means 2 here, then result tail will point to this. Now when we now we have an output list like always, like this will become 3, then we have 4, and then we have 5, and result tail will point to this element. Okay, now we need to return the output array. Now we see that output array is not starting with 0, it's starting with 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I am going to return is result.next. So result.next is this element. Okay, so that's why I am returning here is result.next. So that's why this becomes a pretty complicated problem, because you have to use a linked list here. So please make sure that you don't do small little errors, so that your program doesn't run in the actual coding test. So that's all from my side. Thank you, and if you have any doubt, please post the doubt in the comment section. See you in the next program.